Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Callaway. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Callaway, complete. Jefferson the target. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Third and 5.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Buccaneers 0.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Anthony Harris.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, it's Montgomery.
Montgomery again, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
7.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Callaway. This one brought in by Jefferson. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw is Rosen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go play action. It's Rosen, and he's going to go down again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
10 yards on the...
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Less than a yard.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Vikings 17.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Jason Sanders set to...
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
from the gun. Callaway. And complete right side to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Vikings.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It was Eric Reed in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Callaway is going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
25-yard line. The Bucs take
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions.
Now, this will test him mentally. This is going to test his mettle and test his fortitude because once you've thrown those 3, you start to feel sorry for yourself. But you can't do that. There's more football to be played. I was talking with Jason Garrett, the coach of the Cowboys, and he mentioned at one point Tony Romo threw 5 interceptions in a game. But turned out to be one of the better games he played because he rallied down the stretch and took him to victory.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll match up another 15 against your squad.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Hendricks in on the tackle. A pickup of 2.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the Vikings' 4-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Rosen. That's caught at the 2.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They start the drive with Cook. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A gain of 4 yards.
Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
At the 39.
Now Rosen on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Minnesota, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.